Okay, so this is your language video for learning how to diagram conjunctions. Remember that dotted line that we would sometimes draw when we were diagramming? That's going to be where you put your conjunction. So on page 142 in your language, you'll see they give some examples at the top of the page. Okay, so you've got, if you have two subjects and a verb, remember that dotted line you would put between your two subjects? That's where you would write your conjunction. So if you have and or, things like that. Okay, and the same is with if you have two verbs. Okay, so if you have she jumped and swam, you would diagram the word and on that dotted line that connects the two verbs. Okay, and then also you'll notice all the other examples. So you have a subject, a linking verb, and then either two predicate adjectives, two predicate nominatives. Okay, so that has a conjunction. And then if you have a subject and a verb, and then another subject and a verb. So you have two sentences, and they are linked together with a conjunction. And then the last example was if you have one subject and one verb, okay, but say you have a subject but there's two adjectives for it. And it says, I'm trying to think of an example, like, I can't even think of an example, but a subject that has two adjectives, okay, and then a verb that has two adverbs. You would connect them with a dotted line and you put your conjunction. All right, so let's do these next sentences together. So you're going to mark this sentence for diagramming and then circle each conjunction and diagram each sentence. Okay, so you know how to mark the sentence, right? You underline the subject, underline the verb, and divide between the subject and predicate. So the subject for number 1, a gong's various and unique sounds are eerie or soothing. Okay, so sounds is your subject, right? All those words in before it are just describing words. So sounds is the actual subject, and then what are the sounds? Are. Sounds are. Okay, so above sounds, that's the subject, so you can put an S. And the verb, let's figure out what kind of verb it is. Now, we do know that it is a being verb, right? Are, but it could be, we know it's not an action verb. It could be a linking verb. So let's see if there's a predicate adjective or a predicate nominative. So are eerie or soothing. So eerie or soothing, those words are describing the word sounds, right? So those are predicate adjectives. So put PA above those. Okay, and then you draw all your arrows. So draw arrows from all your adjectives to what they describe and your adverbs to what they describe. All right, and then we circle the conjunctions. So which conjunctions are there? And or, right? So let's diagram that sentence. Okay, so we have one subject, one verb, but we have two predicate adjectives. Okay, remember our line points back to the subject because it's describing the subject. So we have sounds are, what are they? They are eerie, okay, or soothing. So that's the main the main part of our sentence, these words here. Sounds are eerie or soothing. Now let's go back and fill in all the adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so a gongs and then it said various and unique. So that's connected with another and. Various unique. Okay? So all those are describing sounds. All right, I'm going to keep moving on. If you need to copy that some more, you can pause your video. Okay, number 2. Size and material determine the mallet's sound. So what's your subject? Subject is, we have 2 subjects, size, material. And then you have a conjunction and connecting those. Then your verb is determine. Okay, so determine, that's an action verb. All right, so then let's decide. So an action verb, does it have a direct object? What is determining? Okay, determine, or what is being determined? Determine the sound. Okay, so sound is a direct object. All right, so let's go ahead and diagram that. And then when you're marking the sentence for diagramming, then you would draw your arrows also for adjectives. Okay. So we have 2 subjects. Okay. 1 verb, 1 direct object. So size and material. Determine. What do they determine? Sound. And remember, direct object, the lines is straight up and down because you're not describing anything. Okay, what kind of sound? The mallets. Okay. All right, let's do number 3. Padded mallets make a muted sound, but a hard mallet makes a sharp sound. So what are your subjects and verbs? Okay, so actually we have 2 subjects, 2 verbs. We have 2 sentences connected. So we have mallets make, and then the second is mallet makes. Okay, so it's very similar. And then we have conjunction, which is but. Okay, now make is an action verb, right? So is there a direct object? What do they make? Sound. So sound is your direct object for both. All right, so when you are diagramming, you have 2 subjects, but they're not connected by a conjunction. They are 2 separate parts of the sentence. So you're going to make 2 diagrams and then connect them with the conjunction. Okay, so we're have subject, verb, direct object, subject, verb, direct object. Okay, so mallets make sound. Okay, what kind of mallets? Padded. What kind of sound? A muted. Okay, and then down here, same thing, except this time it's mallet makes sound. Okay, what kind of mallet? A hard. And what kind of sound? A sharp. Okay, now here's the fun part. You get to join them with your conjunction. Okay, so you're going to join them at where the verbs. Okay, so you're going to do dotted line, line, dotted line. And then you're going to write the word but. Okay, so it's kind of fun. It's like you're drawing a picture while you get to diagram. All right, now at the bottom. Percussionists use these types of strokes when playing drum. Oh, put them in alphabetical order. All right. Rolls, flams, ruffs, and drags. So the first one would be drags. Second one, flame. Third one, rolls. And fourth is ruffle. Ruffs.